Hello, Lizzo. Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate, you guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where pan-colored people are actually out to speak senses into their own, and this got me like, wow. And I decided to actually bring it up here, and I was able to put up some of other stitches of, pan-colored and other people talking about how they can actually come together to stop all of the things that is happening between, pan-colored, black, and every other person. I'm just gonna roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts and let's dive into it.
Dear white people, we can't keep pretending this fight isn't ours, that our comfort's not rooted in someone else's scars. Posting and tweeting, that's just the start, but it's hollow if it doesn't move the heart. If we don't use our privilege to stand, to act, to challenge the hate that's growing out back. Your enemy's not on a boat, but in the suits and ties. In the quiet deals where the real power lies. It's not the ones crossing desperate seas, it's the one in jets, sipping champagne with ease. They arrive with smiles and leave with the spoils, while we're left arguing on our blood-stained soils. It's time to face the truth we've avoided too long, that our silence is violence and it's plain wrong. Our comfort's complicity, woven tight in the seams of systems that shatter other people's dreams. We've stood back too long, watched the world burn, thinking it's not our house, that it's not our concern, but the flames are licking at your own front door, and denial won't save us anymore. This isn't a choice we can opt out of. It's a call to stand up, to push back with love. So dear white people, the time is now. To step out of the shadows, to take a vow, to stand for justice, for truth, for light, to be the allies who finally get it right.
I just want to put my 2 cents in on what's going on in the country right now, because it's actually fucking disgraceful. It's currently 6:30 AM. I'm at McDonald's. I've been served by 3 really nice, polite, hard-working Asian people doing the jobs that you lazy fucking English people don't want to do. Or you want to waste your time collecting your dole money, blaming immigrants, blaming the people who come here to try and better their life, to work hard, support their families. You want to waste your time going to these marches, these riots, these protests, causing trouble, hurting people physically, emotionally, scaring people, making people feel unsafe in the place that they have chose to call home. It's disgusting. Today there's a march. I see a post online yesterday that there's a march today. Organized riot basically for going out and targeting anyone who is Asian and non-white. Use your fucking heads. This is exactly what the media want you to do. How are you so uneducated on this? The problem in this country is not immigrants. The problem in this country is not the man who's serving you breakfast, who's stacking your shelves in Tesco's, who's the nurses in the hospitals giving you medication and making you feel better. And it's not these people. It's the government. It's the media. And you need to switch on. To all my Asian friends, my friends of colour, please, in Southampton today, stay safe. No one's forcing you to stay at the city centre, but please don't go to the city centre to retaliate, because you know what's going to happen. The police will turn up, and who's going to get blamed? It's going to be the Asians, and it's going to be the people of colour, because that is the way that shit works in this country. And I'm so sad to say that. It's horrible to say that, but I just want you all to stay safe. I spent almost 3 years living in an Islamic country. I lived in Dubai. The nicest people you'll ever meet. The most kind, loving, peaceful people ever. And you come here and all it is people complaining, moaning, immigration this, black people this person, that person. Like, come on, man. This country's not going to get fixed unless we all stick together and work together on it, because you're the problem. you're feeding into what the government are putting on a plate for you. Like you're biting the apple that they're feeding you, and it's a disgrace, man. Stay safe to everyone. Please, if you're in Southampton, stay out of the city centre today, because if this riot kicks off, it's not going to help. It's not going to fix anything. It's not going to prove anything. If anything, you'll get in trouble. You're going to get hurt. And keep your kids out of the city centre. Don't let your kids see this, because this is bad education for the kids. I feel so sorry for the children of the next generation, because these videos I'm seeing online, people are taking their kids, they've got their kids shouting things, they've got their kids involved, like they're telling their kids to say things. You are raising a racist generation. You're raising another racist generation where this split, this divide, this feud between races in this country is going to continue. And it's never going to continue until we learn to educate our children, to teach them what's right and what's wrong. That's my 2 cents. I'm going to go home. I'm going to sleep today, and hopefully I don't hear about any of my friends being in the city centre and getting hurt or anything today. Stay safe, people.
I think us white people are very guilty of underestimating the power of our solidarity, our empathy, and our voices being used in spaces where people of colour would not feel so comfortable. I know from my own personal experience, I often get kind of nervous to speak to people of colour about what's going on in our country right now, about these awful riots, about this blatant racism, for fear of, one, not wanting to be condescending or appear to be like a white saviour, and also fear of getting things wrong or triggering someone, inducing anxiety, rah, rah, rah. So the reason I'm talking about this is because just now I was just buying some food, and the guy who was serving me was brown skin. I think he was maybe Bangladeshi, Indian or something like this, and I really wanted to ask him, hey, like, how are you doing with everything? Like, I'm sorry, I'm embarrassed by the state of my country. And normally I would hold back, and today I decided not to, and I was like, hey, I just want to say, like, I'm sorry for what's going on in this country right now. I hope that you're not experiencing any issues, and I hope that you're holding up okay. And he was like, thank you so much for asking. And he was like, you're the first white person that's even addressed this to me. Even my friends seem to be kind of avoiding the topic because it seems taboo in some way. If it's uncomfortable for us to approach people of colour and be like, hey, like, this is awful what's happening, imagine how uncomfortable it is to be a person of colour and not hear any of your white friends talking about it, not having any of your white friends checking in on you and being like, hey, how are you holding up? How can I support you? I know that the internet, I faced it myself in a lot of the comments. I've got people on there being like, oh, she's only talking about this because she wants the clout, rah, rah, rah. Like, oh my god, just ignore people like that. Any thoughts of that coming into your brain, whether it's from other people or from yourself, I don't think we should be scared of being allies. And I think that this whole, like, white saviour and this, what do they call it, virtue signalling, I think, don't get me wrong, it exists, but I think so often those terms are used to just silence people and to stop people from showing solidarity. And right now it is more important than ever to show solidarity to people who need it most, the ones who are being oppressed, the ones who are potential targets of this far right racism and bigotry. So any people of colour who have any thoughts on this, obviously please tell me like how we can best be allies for you. Don't want to put that label onto you, but also you guys are going to understand more how people like me can help. So keep fighting the good fight, everyone. Let's smash these racists, figuratively, definitely not literally. And protest. This Saturday there's a national protest, UK wide. I'm going to be attending the one in London, so please, if you can, show your faces, show your solidarity, show your support. Let's drown these assholes out.
Immigrants should just go back to their country. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you a secret. A lot of immigrants actually do want to go back to their country. Why don't they just go back? So there's this thing called colonialism. Have you heard of it before? No, you haven't. So your country went to their country, they took power, took control, tried to push their culture onto these people in this country, for years and years and years, that's what would happen. And then before they left, they took this country's valuables, assets, wealth, gold, and brought everything back to your country. So if you really want these immigrants out of your country, I think the easiest and fastest way to do that is if your country gave back every wealth, assets, money, gold that they took. Oh, asylum seekers and refugees, you don't want them coming in. The reason why they come over is because their countries aren't really safe anymore. Some countries bomb their countries, so they have no houses, they have no hospitals, they have no schools, their pavements ruined, everything is rubble. There's also this thing where certain countries are responsible for an increased escalation, increase of conflict in their countries, so these people don't feel safe in their own country anymore. And that's why they come to other countries that feel safer to them, to be safe. But if you told these people responsible, these countries responsible to stop, then I would think there would be a decline of asylum seekers and refugees. Which country is responsible? Maybe you should talk to your government regarding that. These brown and black people are just taking your jobs. In our hospital, it's infested with Filipino nurses. It's like 90% Filipino nurses. What is that? Yeah, all the doctors you know are immigrants and brown and black. So, I'm going to tell you an insider fact. So, the NHS is heavily, severely understaffed. I would recommend that you apply to be a nurse or doctor. There's a lot of jobs going and they'd be very, very grateful. You don't have qualifications. You don't have experience. It's totally okay because there's a lot more roles within the NHS that doesn't require qualifications or experience, and there's jobs going, so you can apply. You have a criminal record, but it's the brown and black people taking your jobs, yeah.
Like, seriously, lovelies, when something is being talked about, is being spoken about, people complaining, yelling, trying to make other people that feel that they have privilege to understand from their own perspective. It gets to some extent that you, as even a pan-color person, you begin to like, what is this constant yelling? What is this constant, complaining from, especially this particular, group of people? I think we just need to have a listening ear. We have to listen to them because this is just getting out of hand. Because, there's a way at which people will just keep on complaining. You keep on doing things that will make them to keep complaining. You are a human being. There's a point that you will actually get tired, get fed up of their complaint, get tired of the things at which your kind of people does to this kind of people to make them keep on complaining, So I think that most pan-colored people are beginning to see the reasons why, black people, POC people keep complaining, and they're beginning to see what they are complaining about. Because this is just as transparent as it is. Black people, most especially, have been on the receiving end over time. Like, they are the ones that, is getting it hot. Like, even if you as a pan-colored person, even if you have a heart of stone, there's a way at which you will see a situation keep on repeating itself. You personally will just get fed up and decide to, like, okay, enough is enough. Like, I am even tired of the privilege I have. If I have a privilege, other people don't, how would the privilege even sit well with me? You become so uncomfortable with all of the privileges you have. Then that is where you will just have to do it. You just have to come out and speak your truth. When I saw the first, pan-colored man that talked, I was like, wow. Let us talk, for instance, about what is happening in the UK, which is still fresh, which is still something that is still all over trending and all of that. So, these individuals complain that these immigrants are coming over to take their jobs, as if these people are actually working, like they have jobs, and these immigrants decided to come and, harass them and took over their job. The way at which they are talking about taking over their job is as if these immigrants just migrated to their country and, forced them and took their job forcefully. No, these jobs are there. They were there even before the immigrants migrated. And the thing is that even their own people actually knew that these people are lazy. They don't want to do any job. They just want to be getting benefit upon benefit. But these immigrants decided to do these jobs. But it's not as if the immigrants are actually blocking your way from getting these state jobs. Like, I don't understand. If there is a job opening, then you are applying, the immigrant is applying. Why not ask yourself a question? Why is it that I applied for the same job this immigrant applied, and this immigrant applied, who applied, got the job, and I didn't? What is wrong? What is it I'm not doing right? I know it's somewhere, like there is a way it is where in your own country, people are coming outside to come take your job and all of that. It is somehow, I know it will make some people feel somehow, but what if you are not even applying to get these jobs that you think that immigrants are coming over to take? Because a lot of immigrants I often talk about, they said they are taking our jobs, but they are not even applying for these jobs. Like, you are not applying for these jobs, you don't want these jobs, then you have a problem with someone that is applying and getting these jobs that you do not want. Like, make it make sense. Another thing is that the UK is known for their colonialism. It's known, like, they colonize so many countries. There's a way at which you will keep on taking things from someone. You keep on taking something from somebody, even with that person's, agreement. You just keep on taking things. There's a time that this person don't even have anything to give you anymore, because you have already taken all of the things that is valuable to this person. Then the person have no option than to just package the remaining pieces of his or her life to come over to you, then try to actually enjoy whatsoever you've been taking from him or her for a very long time. When the government, you guys were just busy colonizing everywhere, what do you think that the citizens of the said colonized countries would do? You have, taken so many things from these colonized countries, and you think that the citizen would just sit down and keep on crying? No, they have to look for a way to survive. That is why they decided that, okay, let's just go to this country that have come to our country to take over the things that might actually keep us living. Let's go there and enjoy whatever thing they have taken from us, so that we all can share it, no matter how small it is that are getting. And this is the thing that most of this immigrants did, and a lot of you are complaining that they are coming over to take your jobs. And the thing is that the jobs that you guys keep on complaining are those jobs that you do not even want to get. You don't apply for it. I've seen so many stitches, so many black people, brown people, POC people keep on talking about this said job that you guys are complaining about are the jobs that you people don't even want to do. You don't want to do it. That means you don't want to do this job, and you still don't want someone to actually come to do this job. Like, I don't get it. If you don't want to do these jobs, allow people that actually wanted the jobs, you know, and doesn't have the kind of privilege you have to get these jobs. Like, seriously, it's as simple as that. And I was just going through someone's, and she was like, there is an app to apply for these jobs. No one is stopping you from doing something. I am not disputing the fact that illegal immigration is bad, but the ones that are at least legally migrated and they have all the qualification, and these said people are the people that your government have actually gone to their own state to take away things that belongs to them, and now they are here to actually enjoy it. They are not even talking about taking it back. They just want to enjoy a little bit of it, and you are complaining. You should actually channel all your energy to the government that allow all of these things to happen. If everyone was just on their own, nobody actually went to anybody's country to steal nothing, do you think people will want to come and migrate and migrant? They will be having all these issues? No, but it's just that the greedy ones have actually gone to a place they were not supposed to go to take away something that does not belong to them. And do you think these people will just... The same thing that is happening in the UK is still happening in the Europe. A lot of people go back to your country, but you are the ones that actually went to their own country to take their things, and now they are coming for their stuff. You want them to go back? Like, I don't understand. You need to first of all take back all of the natural resources that you have taken away from them before they can now go back. Like, I don't get it. The thing is that this world is too large, it's too big enough for all of us. I don't know why we are just fighting ourselves. Like, when I saw most of these people coming out to actually speak their mind, to actually, like, they are already tired of all of these things, it's giving me a sense of I think the prophecy in the Bible is coming to an end. Like, it's coming to seriously, lovelies. Anyways, why not just let me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section. If you're not done that already, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next
Up to this
one.
extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. Alright, lovelies, please share this video, subscribe, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.